want to make money chasing these things around? Listen up. Okay, so this video is not necessarily about improving your sort of skill level. This video is going to be about how to make more per weekend with the skill set that you already have. And the key secret to that is to charge more. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more tips, and we'll see you in the next one. Okay, but seriously, while we're here, if you want to see more tips like this in the future, please like the video now. If you're new here, my name is Greg. I am a professional motorsports videographer, have been for a couple years now, and I'm currently in Atlanta, at Road Atlanta, for the last round of the IMSA WeatherTech series. I'll take you on a little bit as we talk about different ways to make more money with your clients on my actual weekend, but this isn't exactly a vlog. This is going to be a bit of tips and tricks on how to make more money in this industry. Okay, now the key to getting the most money out of your weekends is to be efficient. In the freelance game, the more you take on, the more money you make. For most of us, our income is tied to how much work we are able to produce that weekend. Now, bear in mind, these tips aren't necessarily the most attractive, right? It's not like one silver bullet that will allow you to start charging more, one key thing clients are looking for. All clients are different, they have different needs, but with these tips, you should be able to cover more clients in the same amount of time. Okay, tip number one, pick your music and have it approved before the weekend starts. This may seem like a pretty obvious tip, but when I was first starting out, I was picking my music sort of 1 or 2 days into the event, the day I had to deliver, and I would end up spending 20, 30 minutes looking through trending audio, trying to find something that I liked, and it just eats into your available output for that day, right? You only have so much time when a weekend starts, when an event starts, to produce content. Anything that you can do on the front side of that will help you have more time to produce more content for your clients. Now, tip number two, and something that I just started doing this year, is to pull selects of your footage. For me, what that means is in between sessions, I'll download my cards, and I'll pull selects for each client into a timeline. I never used to do that, but I did some work in the automotive space in this off season, and the director would send me timelines basically with the selects that he liked, and I would make the edits from the selects that he had already pulled. For me, what I found was that it decreased the amount of time I was scrubbing through clips, especially at events like this, where I'll have multiple clients. I'm not scrubbing through footage that doesn't pertain to the edit I'm trying to make, and it just saves me time when I'm sort of in the thick of the editing process. Now, to take the revenue potential with this step just a little bit further, if you haven't watched my How to Get Clients video, which you can watch by clicking sort of up above, I talk a lot about one of my most popular products being just selling single clips to various clients. And for me, pulling selects has almost become a monetized strategy. So when I pull the selects down into the timeline, I throw a color grade on them, I send them off to the client as single clips. Over the course of a weekend, I'll sell thousands of dollars to various clients just on these single clips alone. Okay, the pace is picking up a little bit here, as you can tell. We've made it to the fan walk. Race is going to start here in just a little bit. One of the things that I do is I always try to front load sort of the client involved part of the work. So driver interviews, whether it's sort of shots of them getting ready that I can use for the rest of the weekend, I always try to front load that stuff. If you try to wait until later in the race weekend, it never happens on time, if it ever happens at all. So I always front load that work on either the track walk day or the first day of practice, because the load is a little bit less. So front load your client work if you can. Also gives you time to help build some of that in the edit before you have to deliver it. So that's another big one for me that I tried to start really implementing this year.
Get it, dog.
Now you're going to be on it.
Well, that's okay.
Joe, do you have any tips on efficiency at the racetrack?
Know where the light is.
That's all we got, huh?
That's all I have. That's all I'm doing this year.
There's maybe nothing more important than that. People take the light for granted. We don't get to move the lights around, so follow the big ball, the big burning ball in the sky. Joe may have been on the spot, but he was dead accurate with tip number 4, and that is to use the light and plan your shots. It is so easy to waste time going to corners where the light's not in the right spot, trying to spend 20 or 30 minutes to make it work, and end up leaving not getting what you needed. For example, I knew I wanted to start this race in the S's to get this cool start shot, but then wanted to head up towards the outside of turn 1 through 3. I also planned out my golden hour shot, making sure I get cool shots while the sun is low of the inside of the car, and then of course the really cool backlit flare shots?
Efficiency. Make sure you know the schedule. Make sure you plan out the night before. Make sure you know where the light's going to be using some websites. The SunCalc website's really good for that. And make sure all your technology and your folders are all clean and clear and you're ready to go.
Good tips from the boys there on how to be efficient. Okay, and that's sort of it for the tips and tricks on how to be more efficient during the track day. There are plenty of workflow options that can help improve your efficiency. For example, I use Power Grades and Davinci Resolve to make my color grading super fast and easy. Always be thinking about your process, always be thinking about how you can make things better and make them faster. And if you do that well, you'll make more money per weekend. If you made it this far in the video, I appreciate you staying. I'm going to continue to do more tips and tricks as the off season sort of progresses. Next up for me is the IMSA sanctioned test at Daytona, where we're going to shoot one of the new cars. I'm very excited about that. So if you want to see the vlog from that, hit that subscribe button. And until then, we'll see you in the next one.